All of you are requested to kindly keep your mobile phone on silent mode.
To accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream. Not only plan, but also believe. Today is the day for the students to learn about their new journey and build their future from here. It is a day to start and put all their efforts to approach their goals and have a successful life ahead.
A very good morning to the dignitaries on the stage, the NSB team, parents, and our dear students. Professor Rajni Gupta and myself, Professor Divya Mathur, will be the host of the event. NSB today rejoices in inducting the cohort of 2022-24 and welcomes you all. It is a tradition to invoke the Almighty at the beginning of an important event. Let us all rise for the invocation.
Madhukaitava vidvamsi Vidatri Varade Namaha Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Disho Jahi Mahishasura Nirinashi Bhaktanam Sukhade Namaha Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Disho Jahi Dhumra Netra Vade Devi Dharma Kamartha Daini Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Disho Jahi Rakta Vija Vade Devi Chanda Munda Vinashini Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Disho Jahi Nishumbha Shumbha Nirinashi Trailokya Shubhade Namaha Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Disho Jahi Vanditangri Yuge Devi Sarva Saubhagyadaini Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Disho Jahi Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada.
The light destroys darkness in the same way knowledge destroys ignorance. We all bow to Ma Saraswati. May she have her blessing upon us. As it is a tradition at NSB, I request the mothers of our new cohort to come forward and do the honor of lighting the lamp. I request our dignitaries on the dais to join them.
Dr. P. Ganesan, Professor and Director, NSB Academy, has FD PM from IIM Ahmedabad, PhD in Economics, MA and MPhil from Bharatiya University, and MBA from VIT. He is the mentor and the guiding force behind the academic excellence of NSB Academy. Sir has teaching expertise in economics, marketing management, research methods, services marketing, and marketing analytics. He also worked in various positions as Senior Professor, VIT Business School, AACSB Accreditation Coordinator at VIT, Full Professor at the University of Rwanda, and Visiting Professor at Yogyakarta State University. I request our Director to welcome the gathering.
Thank you very much. Good morning to one and all here. Honorable President Sir, respected Chairman Sir, beloved members of Board of Governors, Professor Nagaraj Sir, and Sri Prakash Sir and Professor Y.P. Rao Sir, faculty members, staffs, parents, and newly joined members of NSB family. I am privileged and immensely honored to deliver welcome note in this special occasion of inaugural program of 2022-24 MBA Cohort. A smile costs less than electricity but brings more light. The very apt person for this statement is none other than our President. Sir, on behalf of all, I heartily welcome our Honorable President, Sir, Dr. S.R. Sridharmurthy. We are certainly grateful to you, Sir, for gladly accepting our invitation to deliver presidential address of this memorable occasion today to welcome the new cohort 2022-24. We welcome you, sir. I am pleased to welcome our source of inspiration, the multifaceted man of NSB Academy, Professor K.V. Raghavaiah, sir, for his precious presence in this important function with us. On behalf of NSB family, we welcome you, sir. I deem it a great honor to welcome our member, Board of Governors, Professor D.R. Nagaraj, sir, who constantly supporting and encouraging NSBNs in all our academic activities. We welcome you, sir. I am delighted to welcome NSB's Emeritus Professor Y.P. Rao. On behalf of all of us, I would like to express our gratitude to Professor Rao for accepting our invitation to deliver inaugural address today. We welcome you, sir. I am very pleased to welcome member, Board of Governors, Sri Prakash sir, for this great event. The heroes and heroines of today's event, namely the new members of NSB family, I heartily welcome you all to our NSB. On behalf of all academics, administrative and other functions heads, I'm sure that we will do everything possible to equip you with innovative teaching resources, experience learning, practical and training methods, so that you are more valuable to yourself, your parents, society, and for our nation. So on behalf of all of us, we welcome you all. I take this opportunity to welcome all the parents who have a faith and trusted on NSB for admitting your son and daughter at our NSB. Thank you. And on behalf of all of us, we welcome you. It's my duty to welcome all my faculty members and all administrative staffs for this inaugural session of 2022-24 MBA Cohort. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. I never teach my pupils. I only attempt to provide the conditions in which they can learn. Albert Einstein. It is an honor for me to invite the Chairman of the Board of Governors, Professor K.V. Raghavaiah, to address the gathering and advise the students on making their journey at NSB a milestone in their lives. Over to you, sir.
Good morning and welcome to the Cohort 2022-24 batch students, their parents. We welcome you to NSB and to become members of the NSB family. Best wishes. Dear Dr. Sridhar Murthy, the President of NSB Academy, respected my colleague Board of Governors, Director Sri P. Ganeshan, our most valuable Emeritus Professor Y.P. Rao, the faculty members, the members, staff, and once again, all the cohorts of 2022-24 batch. I represent both NSB as the chairman, and I also represent industry, which is spearheading the nation's progress. So when I talk to you in this address, I have two caps, though I have now gone to Tirupati and taken off. One, I will talk to you as the chairman of NSB. Two, I will be talking to you tomorrow when you become managers and entrepreneurs, when you are going to serve either organization or customers. What do we expect from you? So both these I will be covering in this brief talk with you. First of all, I am so happy that this is one of the largest batches that NSB has seen. And this is the largest batch actually. Almost 300 students, largest in Bangalore University. That is the trust that both the students, parents, and the Bangalore University have placed on us. And we definitely promise to deliver and live up to that trust that all of you have reposed in us. We at NSB, all of us, the faculty, the administrative staff, all of us, consider this as a blessing, as an opportunity to groom so many young managers and the entrepreneurs who take India forward in the years to come. That's the responsibility with which we are talking to you, the students. In fact, I hesitate to call you students because you are already managers, you are managers in making. In university education, you will have to assume today more than students, you will have to consider yourself as managers in making. 2 years you are going to prepare yourself. It's like the MBBS house surgency. Two decisions, good decisions that you have taken, your parents have taken. One, to choose management as a career. That's one of the fantastic decisions that you have taken. Because if there is no good management, there is no progress at all. All progress in the society, whether it is economy, whether it is anything that you see, logistics, everything in the society, in the world, the progress has been achieved only because of good management. People like you who enter the management field. You call it a hospital, you call it a business, you call it Swiggy, you call it anything. If there is no good management, the organization will not prosper. Therefore, I commend you for taking management as a profession because this is the fulcrum or this is the fundamental for any other profession to prosper. So you are at the bedrock. So compliments to you for choosing management as a profession. Number two, having chosen to do management in your this thing, choosing NSB is the next best decision that you have taken. We compliment you for choosing NSB. We thank you for choosing NSB because at NSB, while we strive to make you excel in academics, that's only 1/3 of the part. We will work on you to become a total person, as useful and valuable to organizations and society. That's our goal. We are not interested in giving you a Bangalore University certificate or a MBA certificate. That is an incidental part. We want you to become very good managers, very good entrepreneurs, become people with good competence good character, good compassion, and good commitment. When I speak as an organization man from the industry, when I want to recruit people, I want to take people, when industry wants to take people, it wants to take people with competence, then we need people with character, then we need people with compassion for the customers and the stakeholders, and we need a commitment from them. These 4 characteristics are very necessary for every manager who is supposed to succeed in organizations. So at NSB, we are going to strive to make you that total person. This is our commitment. The challenge here is, it is university education. We are bound by certain syllabuses, practices, exams, etc. And university education is all less of spoon feeding will be there. A lot of effort will be there. The college, the faculty, there will be mentoring, there will be counseling, there will be guiding. We will be bringing best faculty, visiting faculty. We will hold seminars, conferences with industry. All that the college or institute, NSB, does. But at the same time, individual initiative is very much necessary. It's an important aspect in university education that you don't sleep for long hours in university education. You study for long hours, you research for long hours, you understand business for long hours, you think like an entrepreneur, etc. Your sleeping hours, your lazying hours can get condensed in university education. That we must be prepared for. Because when somebody has put 100 crore, 50 crore, 1,000 crores in their businesses, the owner is not sitting here and running the business. He is somewhere. He may be in the country, he may be outside the country. He leaves it to the managers to run the show. And therefore, he or she, the owner, expect, or shareholders of these public limited companies, expect the organizations to be run by managers who are responsible, who are competent, who have good character, and who have compassion and commitment. So these 4 characteristics, along with responsibility, and the industry or the owner trusts you people, puts all the money, resources, and their people who work for under your control so that you manage their business successfully. If he is making a turnover of 100 crores today, his intention will be to make 130, 140, 150 next year, keep on increasing. If that has to happen, it is only because of the managers. And you are the people whom NSB will be grooming, but in addition to NSB's support, lot of individual initiative will be required. Then coming to NSB, why you chose and why we feel it's one of the best decisions that you have taken is, we are a charitable trust. One, we have galaxy of faculty members, we have very good industry contacts, and all the surpluses that we generate here, we plow back, we reinvest in improving the learning and development infrastructure of NSB, which is supposed to benefit all of you. And for that, we have the chief architect, trustee, the chief trustee, Dr. Sridhar Murthy, one of the best persons known in academic circles. We are in very safe hand. And it is our desire that through your success, NSB becomes a jewel in the crown of India's prosperity. So it all depends upon you, and we are definitely going to be supporting. We have our tagline or our promise that we will make all of you more valuable. We will make you more valuable, but that requires your own initiative also. When we say you have to become more valuable or we will make you more valuable, that means we are valuable to ourselves, to industry, to society, and we are useful for them. Our competence, character, compassion, commitment are valuable for them, and they progress, and along with that, we also progress. We have good faculty. We are very proud of our faculty members. One is academics, the other is they take personal interest in grooming each one of you. We'll have the mentoring concept, in that each faculty member will be assigned some of the students, and you can always approach them for both academic as well as personal thing, and we'll be nurturing you. Time is precious, that we always say, and time management is the most important thing in education. Your parents are going to leave you here and they will only monitor perhaps marks, but we would like you also to be monitored for your overall personality development, how you are progressing when you meet 2 years, 2 months from now, 4 months, 6 months, 8 months. I'm sure your parents will see a very distinct progress in you in terms of you will be dressing like a manager, you will be talking like a manager, you will be taking more responsibility for waking up on your own rather than mother or father waking you up, come on, time. All that would have changed and they are going to feel very good about it. When we say time management is very important, I must tell you there is nothing called time management, it is actually life management. If we don't manage time, we have not managed our life. So therefore, I request all of you to consider time as a factor for your life management. Then I wish to talk to you that whenever we are talking, I'm a grandfather, when I talk to my people, my grandchildren, daughters and all that, their age is over. Now I converse with grandchildren more. So one is, I wish them to become successful. That's not enough. They must become significant. They must be useful for somebody else. Successful means, yeah, I got a seat here in NSB, I got very good marks, I came first, I got a job, I got a good job. What does it mean? Whom have you benefited? Now, what it means is that you will be really successful when you become significant. That you have touched the lives of some other people, you have improved, you have contributed to the betterment of some people in the society, as customers, as people, etc. So I request all of you, one is time, the other is being successful and also being significant. The other point I would like to tell you is we are all very diverse people, and I think you're coming from almost 26 states and union territories. India is here, very diverse in terms of both places, gender, everything, the diverse thing is. Your aspirations also are very diverse. What I want to tell all of you is, I also come from an original rural background, studied in normal schools and came up. So where we are coming from is very less important. Where we are coming from, I am coming from one of the remotest villages, it doesn't matter at all. Where you are going, where you want to go is very important. Where you are coming from is not important. Where you want to go and where you are going are very important. You would have seen a number of success stories. Latest are the athletics that we would have seen in the sports games that are happening. How many people are from pedigree families, great families? You would find all of them, in fact some of them when they won their gold medal, etc., people had to make a road to that village to go and say thank you to the parents of the people. Such backgrounds people are coming, and please do not worry where you are coming from. You can, if it's nice, good, already great, build on that. Even if it is not there, start afresh with a vision for future. The moment you decide where you want to go, and every day add value to yourself and say, how am I progressing? Do I have this vision? Where do I want to go? Today I have done this. Did I go one step closer to the desire that I have? That's the same thing when athletes, through their disciplined practice they do the same thing. They check, they measure every day how they are progressing in every aspect both the performance on the field as well as preparation behind the field. So for all of you to become very successful and significant people, you will have to do something in academics, and also in order to successfully do, you will have to do a lot of paid work behind in a disciplined matter. That's one thing. Where you are coming from is less important. Where you want to go and how you are going, where you are going are very important. At the time of interviews, we just throw one question and for you to settle down. Where are you coming from? That pleasantries. Then we throw one open-ended question, tell us something about yourself. We just ask, hey, tell something about yourself. Why should we select you? Simple question. But very many people will say, I come from a rural place, my father is this, my mother is... None of us are interested in industry. We are wanting to know how your competence and your attitude and your personality require or match the industry's requirement. So your answer should be in a position to tell us that yes, we can't leave this candidate and go. He or she is very valuable for us from the way this candidate has answered and prepared himself or herself to join our organization to take the company forward. It is the same. We never hire people for just the first job. Lot of us think that I got a job. We don't hire people at all in industry for the first job. Just as at home, a child is born. I don't think parents are very excited about the birth of the child. Yes, there is happiness, but their happiness really lies when the child blooms. The potential grows. In the same way, when we are taking people into organization, it's not just the first job. We are going to see the potential in you, how you will grow, bloom in our organization, how you will take it forward, and how you will grow. So that is most important for you. These 2 years that you have at NSB, with the infrastructure that we have, the interest we have, the commitment that under the team NSB of Dr. Sridhar Murthy we are willing to support you to the hilt. But initiative will be yours. You carry a small glass, you will get that much water. You carry a handi, you will get. You want to build a reservoir, you will get. That much of learning and development infrastructure is available, and we never lack to provide additional infrastructure, learning and development anytime in order to be competitive and contemporary, both to remain academically at the highest level, and also the industry considers the NSB and its students as the most preferred source of recruitment. And that depends on all of you. That's from the industry perspective. Then our life is our story. About 3-4 years back, I wrote my story for my grandchildren, and I ended. Now the baton is handed over to you. You take this forward. And I also told them, if you feel that my story was interesting, you can share with your classmates, your people, etc. Now will they share unless they are very proud about it? They must be excited. So each one's story that you are beginning, the seed is starting at NSB, you are going to make the story of your life. And 2 years we are going to be with you, and even after you leave NSB, your association with NSB will continue. And we want that the story that you started beginning here, the script writing and production here at NSB, will take you into greater heights, and that one day your story will be enjoyable by your relatives, friends, family. Everybody will be proud of your story. Sri Sai Baba made a small quotation. He gave an advice. You need not make much effort to grow grass. You need not make much effort to grow grass. But to raise a useful crop, you have to work hard with a plan. And this is the advice that every one of you should carry, that you have to make a useful crop, and that your story must be exciting story for you, your family. And we promise on behalf of NSB, this is a fantastic field of opportunity for you to grow your wonderful crop. Wishing you all great futures. All the best. Welcome to NSB.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words and helping our new cohort to take their first step to their new journey. Our next speaker is a practicing teacher of management specializing in human resource management and organizational behavior. He started his career at the University of Mumbai and contributing to the education industry to date. I invite Professor Vaipura sir for his keynote speaker. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Very good. All are alive. Normally, a teacher, when he starts, he is happy, but the others will be happy when he stops. I think you will be very happy when I stop it. Today is Janmashtami, or Krishna's birthday. Govinda Alare. Alare Govinda. Govinda is very fond of butter. Fond of butter. Keep it with you. Most probably, most of you have come here and you must have seen our video. Why take a entrance into NSB? They have given 18 reasons. Wonderful. I don't mention them. I will add 2 more reasons why we are here. If I am a student, why did I have to join NSB? What makes me to come here? One is to get a job. Am I right? Is it so? No. To make ourselves more valuable. More valuable. How do you do it? Our chairman, sir, Raghavya ji, has assured you that we are going to make you more and more productive. We don't grow grass, we grow crops. But who is the agriculturist? We, the faculty here. We are the farmers. We will grow you into a rich, marketable product. How do we do it? Yes, I am not asking the ladies. Nowadays, they don't prepare curds, they buy. When I ask my daughter-in-law, how do you make curds? I'll buy it. Ask daughter-in-law, have you seen how it is prepared? Why should I know? But in our good old days, we used to prepare curds. Am I right, madam? You know how to prepare curds? What is the raw material? Yeah? Milk. Which milk? Only cow's milk? Buffalo's milk? Camel's milk? Goat's milk? Donkey's milk? We have different types of milk. And when I want to convert that milk into curds, what do? Cold milk you add and it becomes curds. What you have to do? You have to heat it up. That's what we do in the class in the first semester. Heat you up. Somewhere we have flame here. Always very alert. From time you take attendance till the professor leaves the class, you will be always on the flame. You are warmed up. So the milk is warmed. But the milk is not the same milk. Some come from commerce stream, some from art stream, some come architecture, some from Sanskrit literature, some may be Greek, French, Latin. I cannot mix all milk at one pot and flame it. I have to use different plots for that. Different temperatures are required for that. Okay, now in the first semester, this is what we are going to do. We heat you up. Milk is warmed and it does not become curds. You keep it for one more day, it gets spoiled. What do? How do you convert that into curds? Yeah? You have to add some curds before. You have already some curds with you, then you add that. Stir it and keep it. We are that some curd. Only that much. Our contribution is this much only. But we convert you from milk to curds, more valuable. Then I am not happy with curds. I have to make you more valuable. So what we do? We churn it. Govinda Alare, Yashoda does it. Churn it, churn it, churn it. That's what we are going to churn here in the second semester. Your brains are churned till that amrit comes up, butter comes up, butter comes up. Little by little we keep it here and here, here, here. Make it a mold. Still we are not happy. What do? I want to make it more valuable. As milk, it fetches some price. As curds, a little more price, but I am not satisfied. So churn it again. After the butter comes, I put again on the flame to make it into ghee. While making it to ghee, first bad smell comes. Neighbor asks, "Ye badbu kya hai?" Afterwards, aroma starts coming up. Wow! Somewhere ghee is being prepared. So NSB's ghee goes to the market, smell goes first. The fragrance goes first. Oh, here, asli asli ghee is being prepared. Still we are not happy. To put them in bottles, paste it, put a label for it. NSB is the label. And people buy for NSB, not because you're a graduate of MBA, because you're a graduate from NSB. On behalf of all my faculty members, I assure you, because I've worked in NSB and also in various institutions as a faculty, we are the people who convert you, make you more valuable. Wherever you are, we have an imprint of our knowledge on you. We cannot go to the market to market you, but by converting you, we will have a better market. Today, NSB is having 700 students, tomorrow 7,000 students. Afterwards, it becomes a university. It's just because the value our president, Dr. Sridhar Murthy, puts in faculty first. Some of you who are very good, you are even taken as a faculty here. And you convert again your next batches. This is the value addition we do it. It's not empty promise. It's a real promise on behalf of our entire governing council I'm making you. We will make you more valuable. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for inducting the new cohort. We started with a simple vision: make management education better and become one of the top MBA colleges in Bangalore. These were the words of the man behind NSB. I now would like to invite our visionary leader, Professor Dr. S.R. Sridhar Murthy, President, NSB Academy, to deliver the presidential address.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, parents and students from across India, नमस्ते। मैं शिक्षक हूं, शिक्षक साधारण नहीं होता, से चाणक्य। It is also said, vivahascha vivadascha samayoreva shobhate. In the process of conversation, it should happen between equals. In the process of teaching, I think we all need to have the equal level of energy. Either I should come to your energy level or you should come to my energy level. What do we do now? Okay. How is the Josh? How is the Josh? Not enough. How is the Josh? How is the Josh? Okay, let me do one more thing for all of you. First, let us actually begin the day with gratitude. Because gratitude is the most beautiful word. And then I'll tell you, for everything that you have become today, you need to have a gratitude. And the first gratitude should go to your parents who are sitting next to you. For all that they have done, for all that they have given you, for all the comforts that is bestowed on you, for all that they have done, they could do. You have to really applaud them. I request all of you to stand, give them a long applaud, and let them be happy. Louder, louder. That is all you want to give it to your parents. Give them a big, long applause. They are the reason why you are here. Their sacrifices are the reason why you are here. Their blessings are the reason why you are here. This is your gratitude for them. Go ahead, clap once again. Thank you. Your physical clapping is enough. Please stay. Yeah, stay. In life, everyone would say, sit down. You know, in primary school, as soon as you get up, a school teacher would say, sit down. But in NSB concept is different. We say, stand up. You know, in primary school, I was so tired of sitting. Teacher, every time I used to stand up to answer a question, he used to say, Sridhar, you sit down. And then I said, madam, sit down. How many times you sit down? Now you cannot make me sit down. She asked me why. Because I'm standing from inside. You can never make a person who is standing from inside sit down. I think that is going to be the future of all of you. All of you are going to stand within you for what you want to accomplish, for everything that you need to do, to perform all duties that the world expects from you. You need to be standing from inside. The next important thing, all these days, and all of you have clapped for everyone who helped you, yes or no? Someone won a gold medal, you sat and clapped. Dhoni hit 6, you sat and clapped. You know, someone's movie became very successful, you sat and clapped. Someone got a job, you sat and clapped. Yes or no? Today is the day. You're also an achiever. Amongst 5,000 applicants, NSB has chosen you as the best student and rewarded you to be here. You have reached a situation wherein you have the opportunity, capability, capacity, ability, attitude, behavior to achieve something. And therefore, you are an achiever. Today, close your eyes for all the hard work you did, all the sacrifices that you made. For next 2 minutes, you are going to, for the first time in life, clap for yourself. Close your eyes and clap for yourself. Let me see. Louder, louder. Even louder. Give yourself a big clap. You deserve it. You made it. You achieved it. You conquered it. You sacrificed it. Thank you very much. Don't stop clapping for yourself. I might say, stop clapping now because I have to continue talking. Continue to clap inside you. Stand up for yourself within you. Clap for yourself within you. And you are your best friend. And if that happens, you accomplish success. This is what we are going to teach you at NSB. Please be seated. My dear friends, faith and confidence. What is faith? Faith is the fact that you take the first step without knowing what the stairs are. You take that first step, you don't know where the stairs would lead you and what the stairs are. You are going to sow the seeds in the soil with faith, hoping that it would blossom. And today, this is a demonstration of an absolute faith and confidence of all the parents and all of you, and for which I'm very, very thankful to you. Don't ever tell me that you have decided to spend 2 years of your time in NSB. What you are going to spend in NSB is not your time, but it is your life. Giving NSB 2 years of your precious life is too much to give. And therefore, we are very conscientious that we want to ensure that you are not going to waste your life here. You are going to enrich your life. You are going to become a valuable product for the world. You will solve problem for yourself. You will solve problem for your family. You will solve problem for the world. You will bring in peace. You will bring in harmony. You will make this place livable. And that's your responsibility, my dear friends. All these days, I know your parents would have been up in your houses to make you late night tea, to wake you up in the morning, to ensure that you are studying in your room, to motivate you, to encourage you, to give you everything that you want and everything that you wanted. But then today, I am assuring all the parents, when you all go home, please take a good sleep, which you badly deserve, which you rightly deserve, knowing that NSB is awake. We will do our responsibility. I think again, Josh level has to go up among the students. This is not the energy at NSB. NSB operates on a very high energy level. All right. Let me tell you about the admission process. First of all, NSB is very thankful to the admission department and all the departments that cooperated for admissions. And may I request all the people in the admission department to stand up if they're around. They've done a great, great, great job, and some of them are still. Thank you. And then their job was not easy. We had close to about 6,000 applications. We discarded 5,000 applications, 5,000 interviews we conducted, and out of 5,000 interviews, we recruited close to about 300 students. I think 298 and few more students are going to come little later. We are still kept them on our waiting list. Let me also tell you what you are seeing today here in NSB is mini India. We have students from 26 different states. We have more or less equal number of boys and girls, because what we would like to create in NSB is not any state, is not any region. What we would like to see is India. As a professor, if I actually walk into classroom, I would like to see mini India there. All cultures represented, all colors represented, all cuisines represented, all cultures respected. Let me also tell you, NSB does this by also ensuring that we have faculty members from across India. It is not just students. We have professors coming all the way from Assam, Haryana, West Bengal, MP, UP, Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Orissa. Any state left out? Assam, Tripura. Yeah, we don't have any professor from Kashmir. We're looking for one. So what I'm trying to say is that we would like to give it a national character, because initially we were National School of Business, India at heart, world in mind. World may be on our mind, but India is always in our heart. And that's what is extremely important. More than anything else, we have also ensured that there is diversity in terms of internationalization of our curriculum, of our faculty. As you may be knowing that we have almost like 12 professors from international universities as our adjunct. They come from United States of America, they come from UK, they come from Canada, they come from Malaysia, they come from Singapore, they come from Middle East. As you all know, as of now, we have exchange programs with quite a few universities. We are also working on exchange programs with some of the universities in the United States of America, which includes Northern Kentucky University, Mercer University. This year, we have sent students on exchange programs to France, Spain, UAE. We also intend to send students to Malaysia, Indonesia, Turkey, Kosovo, United States, Canada. The reason is extremely simple. NSB is not preparing, number one, ordinary graduates. We do not want to be a factory manufacturing nuts and bolts. We don't want to be an assembly plant for bicycles and scooters and cars. We are the manufacturers of human rockets. Sriharikota launches communication satellites. Singenagrahara launches human rockets. Why do I say this? I say this with a lot of confidence because today, as we are speaking, our students are working in 42 different countries in various capacities. कैसा है जोश? If we do not appreciate our success, do you think anybody else is going to appreciate our success? If we do not respect ourselves, do you think anybody else is going to respect ourselves? So we got to be extremely cautious, and especially as a leader, the person who is going to become a manager, you need to ensure that you carry yourself well, you add a lot of dignity to yourself, and ensure that you support yourself, because as I told you, you are your best friend, you are your best guide, you are your best mentor, you are your best inspiration. You must always remember that. You must always remember that. NSB does not believe in admitting thousands and thousands of students. People normally tell us NSB has a great name. Why wouldn't you admit more number of students? Because this year we actually closed NSB's admission in June itself. Beyond June, some of your friends also, and then many other students, they came and then they said, what happened to admission? We said admissions are closed. They felt very bad. They also cried. They went back. And what we clearly told them is an early bird gets the worm. That is extremely important. You have to be proactive. All of you, if you have come here, it would not have been easier for you. I'm sure there might have been rounds of interviews, a lot of counseling that happened, and then you are here. So what I'm trying to tell you is that we have selected the best possible team because, again, let me tell you, we do not focus on apples. We actually focus on the seeds in those apples. Let me repeat this. We are not in the business of actually cutting open the apples and counting number of seeds. No. What we want to do is instead, we want to count number of apples in every seed. We don't grow fruits, we grow seeds that can produce millions and millions of fruits. Most of the people ask us, why NSB really do not have many courses. Why not law? Why not commerce? Why not something else? Why not medicine? Why not engineering? That is not our objective. Our objective is very simple. We only do what we know. We do not want to do anything that we really do not understand. We do not want to do for the sake of doing. If there is anything, it is a conscientious decision to do something meaningful and valuable. I think the all-time great Bruce Lee once told, I am not scared of people who practice 1,000 kicks. Let me repeat this. I am not scared of a person who practices 1,000 kicks. However, I am scared of a person who practices one kick 1,000 times. So our objective is that we rerun MBA program, and we learn the same kick again and again, 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 we become perfect. That is our aspiration. Why we have to be perfect? Because we have a legacy, because we have a responsibility. 10 years down the road, if NSB Academy is not among the top institutions, if NSB Academy is not known for its excellence, the biggest sufferers are going to be you. Sitting on the stage, knowing that we have thousands of our students behind us, we cannot simply let them down. We have to work hard. We have to burn midnight's oil. We have to ensure that all of them have a legacy to carry. We have to ensure that all of them say the name of NSB very proudly. It should mean something to everyone who is part of this. Over a period of time, the moment people look at NSB in your resume, they must look at and say that, oh, you are from NSB. And that day, our dream is fulfilled. And we will not let that opportunity go because we have the best possible formula here. Let me tell you, NSB did not become another business school. NSB did not become another MBA program because there is a shortage of MBA colleges. We did not become an MBA school or we did not become a business school because there is some political influence that can actually carry over with some kind of an MBA college. अभाव से नहीं, प्रभाव से भी नहीं, सिर्फ स्वभाव से, सिर्फ स्वभाव से. We are MBA college because that is our स्वभाव. So therefore, we are going to do what best we can do in order to ensure that we have the right kind of education for our students. You have a very different approach at NSB to teaching. First of all, let me tell you this. We are not saints on the stage. This is the first time you're going to sit on the stage. We are not saints on the stage. We are guide by your side. We want it to be that way. We always want to be guides along you, knowing you, understanding you, helping you, assisting you, mentoring you, counseling you, guiding you, inspiring you, motivating you, and being with you, being with you. And if I say being with you, it is not just a dry word of saying that, okay, I'm going to be with you as long as you're in NSB. Any student of NSB is a student of NSB for life. Anytime you can call us. Anytime you can actually seek our help, seek our counseling if you think that we are the right people to do. There are quite a few students from across the world even today, send us requests to write recommendations letter for them for opportunities in the multinational companies or to forward their further their education, which we gladly do. And National School of Business, let me also tell you, we have a very good network of alumni. I'll ensure that during this orientation program, you will have the opportunity to meet all those people, most of them who are in different parts of India. Now, one thing what I want all of you to understand is NSB has the right kind of people. So therefore, what you really need to do is, and you need to actually follow what Upanishad said, Uttishtata Jagrata Prapyavaran Nibodhita. What does it mean? Uttishtata, arise. Jagrata, awake. And Prapyavaran Nibodhita, learn from the best possible people. Why do I say best possible people? Because we know these people. We know the capabilities of our faculty members. They are headhunted, they are brought here to help the students of NSB. NSB is like an ocean. Whether you have come to this ocean to actually, stand away from the ocean and enjoy the beauty of it, or, you're going to actually come into the ocean, just wet your feet, or whether you are going to actually soak yourself in the beautiful waters of NSB, or whether you're going to use the boat, go into the deep sea and then catch some fishes, or you are going to be adventurous enough to take a deep down into the ocean of NSB to discover the pearls of wisdom. You can do anything that you want to do. But then we want to land you all with a pearl of wisdom. Because that is the only thing, that is the only tool that can make you sashakt. That can make you a strong warrior. Grihasya pujyate murkaha. Gramasya pujyate prabhuhu. Deshasya pujyate rajan. Vidwan sarvatra pujyate. I don't want you to be felicitated at your home, which normally all mothers do. Mera beta great hai, amazing fellow. And fathers normally they'll applaud girls. My daughter, amazing daughter. Grihasya pujyate murkaha. I'm not saying that is less important. What I'm saying is that is normal. What is abnormal? Not abnormal. What is supernormal? What is supernormal? Vidwan Sarvatra Pujyate. We want all of you to be celebrated across the globe. People should invite you. People should call you. People should applaud you. People should say you're an achiever. That day is a real appreciation, not only for you, but also for your parents. And that is the day all your parents are waiting for. And that is the day they all want to look forward to. And tell me one thing, what more you want to achieve? I think that's all you need to achieve. I know of many students who come from various parts. They come with a lot of inhibitions. Let me tell you, many of you are even shy to clap. Because your parents are sitting next to you. Or some unknown person is sitting next to you. If you clap, what will they think? Many people do not clap because of the inhibition. Yes or no? Yes or no? Many of you have not blossomed because the past regrets and guilt actually is killing you. I know today that all of you have brought big packages of your past regrets. Ye nahi kar paya, wo nahi kar paya. Someone told me I'm an idiot. Someone told me I cannot do. Someone told me I am this. Someone told me I am that. So I cannot do. Will not do. Somehow I have come here. Let me see what best I can do. With all sorts of baggages, all sorts of past regrets you have come. I think NSB is going to first of all make you free with all that. Get rid of all that. Past is past. Past is history. Future is mystery. Present is the real truth. That's why it is called gift. Present is called gift. Hey, give me a present, man. Means give me a gift. Present is the gift. Past is history. Future is mystery. I think the unfortunate thing is that most of us never live in the gift of life. Most of us either live in the past, regretting about the past, or we are going to live in the future, becoming anxious. Kya hone wala hai? What will happen to me? Will I get a job? Will something happen? Will I get a good friend here? Live in the moment. Be happy here. Celebrate these 2 years. Celebrate everyone's birthday. Celebrate everyone's festival. Clap for everyone. Make yourself happy. Find opportunities for a celebration. Today we actually, we have forgotten the celebration itself. You go to marriages, all people are, man, I'll tell you, 50% of the people, even in happy celebrations like marriages, come with sad faces. Am I making sense? I think, NSB, we have to find opportunities to celebrate. Every day must be a celebration. Every life must be a celebration. Every success must be a celebration. If there is no success, if there is no celebration, then why succeed? The beauty of fruit is when you taste it. Yes or no? Now we grow the fruit, and then as soon as we have the fruit, we become sad about it. So when do we celebrate the happiness? I think NSB is all about celebration. Let me tell you, that's what I'm trying to say. Even now, many of you are finding it very hard to smile. I think your teachers might have told you, hasna nahi, baat karna nahi, don't talk, don't smile, why are you laughing? No, here if you don't smile, don't laugh, we'll send you out. You must be laughing, you must be cracking jokes. You must be happy first. What is life? What is life if you're not happy in the classrooms? I'll tell you a small story. I think there was, a competition that was held in Texas, in the United States. One rich people, always like this. They hold some kind of competitions, and we all, youngsters, want to show off or want to win awards, and we'll go. And then he said that, I am one of the richest persons, and therefore I am holding a competition. What is the competition? Competition is that, it's going to be a swimming competition for the young people. Why young people? Because, I have a beautiful daughter, and if they win this competition, I am going to give them 3 prizes. They can choose any one of them. The person who is going to win can choose any of those 3 prizes. The first prize is, okay, I'm going to give $1 million. How much? $1 million. Second prize is going to be half of my estate. It's a 1,000-acre estate, half of my estate. Second prize. And some of the students are asking, Abhi, bacha hai sir kya ye competition? If it is there, even I'd like to go. No, it's over. If he announces again, I'll tell you. And I will also come. And the third thing is very interesting one. The third thing is, I'm going to give the hands of my beautiful daughter. That is the prize. You can choose any of these things. One, you want money? Take. You want estate? Take. If you don't want these 2 things, okay, take my daughter. Get married to her. And then I'll tell you, across America, many of the youngsters, went, and there's a swimming competition, absolutely no problem. They're all standing there in this form. And competition is about to begin. They all come and look at the swimming pool, and swimming pool is not an ordinary swimming pool, that is actually filled with alligators and snakes, poisonous snakes. They're all like, going all around the place. Poisonous snakes. And he said, competition begins, 1, 2, 3, jump. But all of a sudden, there is one thud sound. Someone has jumped. And that guy is actually, you know what happens? All poisonous snakes, alligators, and all that dangerous creatures. He's in the swimming pool, and then he's actually, making rabbit moves, and then finally, he jumps out of the swimming pool. Only one guy. And then the rich man becomes extremely happy, say that you are the man. You are the man. Tell me, what do you want? You want $1 million? He says no. He's going to ask, do you want half of my estate? What is the answer? He says no. And then I think I know what you want. I think you are going to get married to my beautiful daughter. He says no. You don't want any award. What do you want? What the hell you want? He says, first of all, show me who the hell pushed me into this swimming pool. I think sometimes in our life is going to be like that. Ask many of your parents. I don't know how many of them were really interested in getting married, but they got married. Thank God they have a gift of you. You were born. And today they are celebrating happiness. No, I'm just joking. So, but one thing I want all of you to understand is that once you are here, for whatever the reason, whether you came or your friend brought here or your parents asked you to join NSB, whatever may be the reason, I think once you come, I think you should start enjoying the program. You should start enjoying your life. Otherwise, it is going to be devastating. Losing 2 years, not doing anything in an MBA program, not becoming something, I'll tell you, is going to be a disaster. I want all of you to really understand that there are two greats in the life of an individual. The day you are born and the day you understand why you are born. I think if you really do not know till today, I think today you must know that achieving excellence in NSB in what you are going to do in next 2 years is your purpose. And we are always with you to help you achieve your success. But then one thing I'd like to emphasize. Joining college is like joining a gym. Let me repeat. Joining a college is like joining a gym. And when you all join the gym, especially after New Year resolution, मैं अच्छा body बना लूँगा. 6 abs आ जाएगा मुझे. I also have 6 abs. Only thing is that I'm protecting my abs with 1 inch of fat. That's. And then that enthusiasm actually dies down after some time. Today, while you are sitting here, you have apprehensions and some amount of fear, some amount of confusion, some amount of adaptational issues and all those things. But then at the same time, you also have butterflies in your tummy. Yes or no? There is some kind of a tingling sensation. New people, new friends, and someone talking. This tingling sensation, this curiosity is something that you can never afford to lose. That should always remain in you. Every day you should carry these butterflies to the NSB. And that is extremely, extremely important. When I said joining college is like joining the gym, what I am trying to tell you is that just because you pay the fees, you will not get muscles. You will not become strong. You will not become a runner. You will not be able to make bridge for 1 hour. Do you all agree with me? After paying the fees, what you have to do? I don't hear. What you have to do? Work out and work hard. You have to sweat. Let me tell you this, the more you sweat in training, the less you bleed in war. Yeah, you all can clap, why all this, clap, come on. Clap wholeheartedly. This is not clap. That is not clap. I will tell you why we should clap. Let me explain the science of this. I am a teacher. There is actually a very strong body-mind connection. One is, when you are happy, you automatically start clapping. Second important thing, to make yourself happy, you can clap and make yourself happy. Reverse is also true. How do I know? One day I was actually going into one of the parks of Bangalore. No. Park in the sense, don't. When I was just walking along the park, and some retired people and all those people, they were standing and clapping like this. How many of you have seen? Raise your hands, and come on, raise your hands. How many of you have seen? This is called happy club or something like that. Morning they do a lot of stretching, and then finally they keep clapping like this. Sir? Laughter club. Okay, happiness club, laughter club. Okay, sir, you're a member of that or something like that? Give him a big hand. Give sir a big hand. Come on, big hand. What I am saying is, all that is fine. NSB, first it should become a laughter club, happiness club, then everything else comes. What I am saying is, whatever we do, let us do it with happiness. Whatever we do, let us do it with a smile. Don't put yourself in pressure cooker. It is not worth it. What happens if you are in a pressure cooker? Who was in pressure cooker? You have only seen vegetables. You will become like that. At the age of 30, you will start looking like 60. At the age of 30, you will start looking like 60. At the age of 60, you will not be there. So much of pressure. So much of pressure. Get the idea? Let me also tell you the complexities of life. One truth I want to tell you all. What is that truth? When you are 20, you think that the whole world is looking at you. When you are 20 years, you think that the whole world is looking at you. When you become 40, you'll think that people are looking at me, but it's okay, I don't care. At the age of 60, you will realize that no one was looking at you. No one was looking at you. So therefore, these complexities, actually are not going to help us. In fact, I am telling you, our life is our life, somebody else's life is somebody else's life. What I am saying is, this Dhoni hits 1/6 for Chennai Super Kings, and, he gets 1 crore rupee for 1/6. Aishwarya Rai makes a film and she'll make 5 crores. Hrithik Roshan makes a movie and then he makes 100 crores. Prabhat makes a movie and then he'll take 50 crores. We all sit and clap. Will they give 1 paisa? Sitting and clapping for somebody else is good, but then we have to clap for ourselves. The greatness is not about sitting and clapping all those who are becoming successful. Greatness is when people sit and clap for us. That is greatness. When will you become that? When will you become that? Someone should answer this question. When will you become that? In the next 2 years, as soon as possible, while you are studying in NSB, we will sit and clap for you because you would achieve something interesting. That is the reason why you are here, no? If that is not the reason why you are here, if your objective is not to become great, if our objective is not to become someone, please do not continue in NSB. Go and mess up with somebody else. We have no time. You want to do that? We are very serious about what we are doing, and ensure that you are here, ensure that you contribute, ensure that you learn, ensure that you know yourself. Atmanam Viddihi, know yourself. Everything begins from knowing yourself, and that is extremely important. When you know, you realize that what kind of a material you are. Actually, there is a beautiful story about the Golden Buddha. Golden Buddha, what happened is when I was in Thailand, I was actually reading through one of the inscriptions on the monument. In Thailand, about 50, 60 years ago, when they feared the Burmese invasion, the Buddha's golden statue was covered in clay. It was covered in clay, and it was actually dug deep in the this thing, and then they actually hid it. So what happened is no one knew, because all the monks who were responsible for putting that golden Buddha covered in clay inside the soil were actually killed by Burmese invaders. So no one knew. But then what happened, I think somewhere in 1996 or something like that, when they were in the process of actually making a highway along Thailand, they discovered something which was looking like Buddha, and then engineers said, okay, Buddha is a matter of emotion, let us see what it is. And they realized that it is a clay Buddha. Then they brought some cranes and they were in the process of actually lifting the clay Buddha. And then while they were lifting the clay Buddha, one of the engineers was able to see a sparkling metal inside. They said, no, something is there. They said, okay, can we chip off the clay? Yeah, they clipped off the clay, and then it was a 108 kg gold Buddha. I wish I had known before. What I am trying to tell you is, the moment I read that story, I realized that most of you are like this. Most of you are like this, including me. I was also like that. We are all covered in clay of regrets, clay of insufficiency, clay of lack of self-confidence, lack of self-respect. Clay of an assumption that, okay, we will not be able to do. Clay of an assumption that we are very ordinary. Clay of an assumption that, we will not be able to achieve. But fact of the matter is, if NSB actually water washes you, chisel you, chip you off, and then remove the clay, all of you are gold. There is a gold in everyone. That is something that you need to realize. Yes, there is a gold in everyone. And there was a student who asked me, sir, what if I am not a gold? What will you do with a gold? If you are a gold, we will make a beautiful ornament. A student asked me, sir, what if I am iron? Don't worry, we will make a steel bridge. Someone said, sir, what if I am a hard rock? Tough fellow, hard rock. Don't worry, we have sculptors who are going to take a chisel and a hammer. They will ensure that, you are chiseled and you are converted into a beautiful idol. Whatever the material you are, don't worry. We have potterers, we have sculptors, we have all sorts of artisans. They will convert you into something beautiful irrespective of the metal you are. Is that okay with you? With this promise, that's what I was saying, the parents can go home and sleep today. You don't have to really worry about your children. When I said this clay, I think one of the fundamental objectives of NSB is to ensure that this clay is removed of all of you. And that you are liberated, you are made to think free. All the mind blocks are removed, mental blocks are removed. That is the reason why we have a 21 days orientation. Because we do not want to build a building without laying the foundation. Foundation should be proper. What is the foundation? Foundation is to ensure that your mind becomes fertile. Your mind doesn't have weeds. It doesn't have toxic substances there. We have to liberate you. We have to make you very fertile mind. Once you become a fertile mind, we can actually start sowing the seeds. That is the reason why the orientation, I think, is extremely, extremely important. Second important thing I'll tell you, just like the gym, we all have to work together. You have to listen to the trainers. If you want to build muscles, you have to come to gym every day. You have to sweat so that you don't bleed in the corporate. And more than anything else, you have something in you. That's what I would call your sanskar. You have a sanskar which you have brought with you. At NSB, we know that we have chamatkar. This sanskar plus chamatkar should become your sakshatkar. I am a teacher. Normally when I am asked to teach, I speak for 1 hour. And then more than anything else, and today I also have a special instruction. Till the time lunch comes and it should be on. So that is the reason why I'll be taking few more minutes with you. Is that okay with you? Are we all together? Yes, are we all together? Yes, very nice. Now I am going to do one important thing. Simon Sinek actually came out with something called golden circle. A concept called golden circle. Anyone knows about it? First important thing, the center of everything is why. Second one is what. Third important thing is how. Why are we doing it? What are we doing? And then, how are we doing it? I think these things are extremely, extremely important. Why are we doing it? Why are you doing your MBA? I'll give you a small example. All of you have seen Bollywood movies, Tamil movies, Kannada movies, all movies, there is one thing that is common. What is that commonness? The villain and his group would come, they'll beat up the hero like anything, hero would fall off. Hero would fall off. The entire theater will be watching, oh my God, ho gaya. What will happen now? Hero is going to die. But then something miracle happens. Can someone tell me what happens there? Huh? Sir? Something will happen. Some magic will happen. What will happen? Can someone tell me? What sir said is true. But then I want someone from my back also to answer. Hero gets up. How? Why? What happens is, hero would remember the promise that he had made it to heroine, saying that I'll come back to you. I will win this war for you. Do you all agree with me? So the moment he remembers why, or this villain goes and then actually twists one baby, or do something harmful, then he's going to actually open the eyes and then he will wake up. And then once he wakes up, there is no one to stop him. There is no one to stop him. Whether his leg is broken, 3 bullets, 5, 6 bullets on his chest, and hand is broken, no problem. I have seen heroes fighting with one single finger only. They will do like this, and then 4 people will go like this, fly like that. I mean, is it wrong? It is not wrong. I think it has a very important take for us, very important lesson for us. What is that very important lesson? That important lesson is, when we fall, please understand, when we fall, if there is no reason to get up, we don't get up. Yes, clap. Clap is not for not getting up. Clap is for knowing that, when there is no reason, we will not get up. What I am trying to say is, let us say you are doing your MBA program. For some reason, your performance is low. And then if you remember why you came to MBA, to satisfy your parents or to do something, accomplish something in your life, that reason comes to your mind, you'll actually start working towards it. You will actually start working towards it. So that means to say, every time we fall, we need to have a reason to get up. Friends, please understand, life is like a boxing game. All of you have seen boxing game? Yeah. No one is going to be declared loser just because they fall. No one is going to be declared loser just because they fall. They declare someone loser if they fail to get up. Do you all agree with me? So that means to say, falling is okay. Falling is okay. Not getting up is a problem. So therefore, in NSB, we have an amazing umpire sitting all over here. And the only thing that they are going to do is, the moment you fall, they say 1, 2, 3, 4. And you need to get up. Why you need to get up? Because you have a prize to win. You have a prize to win. No losers gets awards. No losers are remembered. People who are remembered are the people who win. And you are a winner. And winning is an attitude. Winning is an attitude. Please understand this. If you fall into an attitude of losing, you will be losing only. If you fall into this attitude of winning, you will be winning. And we want you to be a winner at NSB. You might tell me, how do we do it? I do it. Don't worry. We have next 2 years. If I tell you everything today itself, then you will all go back home. No. So everything will be told when it is time for us to actually tell you. So why of doing something is extremely important. Second important thing, what do you do? Is your MBA just an MBA? Is it just a piece of paper? Or MBA is something that should lead to your enlightenment? Education is not a piece of paper, and NSB doesn't give you a piece of paper called degrees. NSB gives you skill, NSB gives you attitude, NSB gives you knowledge. Gnana, Vignana, Kaushalya. Gnana, Vignana, Kaushalya. You should have a comprehensive knowledge. You should know the science behind it. You should know how to do it. Pradeepaha sarva vidyanam, upayaha sarva karmanam. What does it mean? The objective of any education is enlightenment. And that enlightenment is not enough. With that enlightenment, if you walk away, nothing is going to happen. That enlightenment should result in upayaha, solution for the problems of common people. Only then your knowledge is useful. So that means to say you have two things to do. One important thing is learning, second important thing is implementing that learning. All these days, your degree was only learning. Now this is called Master of Business Administration. Master of Business Administration in the sense, here you need to master it. You need to master it. You must be a master of it. What do you mean by master of it? You must be able to do it. You should be able to produce results. Learning phase is over. Now doing phase, you are actually entering into doing phase. This is something that you all must understand. MBA is very different. Don't think that an MBA is a logical extension of your BBA, BCom and all those things. If you come with that mindset, I am telling you, better you don't do MBA. MBA is something that is going to change you. It is going to shake you up. It is going to put you above the average society. No one will call you a manager if you are ordinary. If you are among ordinary people, if you are actually solving ordinary things, and you are no more a manager. When people come to manager when they are not able to solve their problems. Then you have to solve the problems. Then what happens is, if the challenge is here, if the problem is here, you should have the ability to go above the challenge or the problem, and you should be able to assess from here and give them the solution. No one is paid an extraordinary salary because you have an ordinary mindset. That would never happen. If you want to be a manager, then you need to know something special. You need to have a competency. You need to have an approach. You need to know the process. And those things are extremely, extremely important. Next important thing is how of doing it. I'm going to actually simply say something which comes from our ancient script. I think that's all you need to know. 5 things. Kaka cheshtaha, bakodhyanaha, shwana nidraha tataivacha, alpahari grihatyagi vidyarthi panchalakshanaha. Vidyarthi panchalakshanaha. These are the 5 things that you need to know. What is the first thing? Kaka cheshtaha, perseverance of the crow. How many of you know about the story of a crow which actually goes into a pot and then discovers that there is a water in it? This crow is very, very thirsty. What will it do? It will actually drop pebbles into the pot till the time what happens? Till the time water actually comes up, and then it will drink water and it will go. That perseverance that you need to have. Let me tell you, my dear friends, most of you are not successful because they stop doing things when they are tired. They stop doing things when they are tired. I think the philosophy at NSB is very different. You are not going to stop doing things when you are tired. You are going to stop doing the things only when that is done. Simple. You want to clap? This is one way of keeping you all awake. And then second important thing, the communication says that, keep people involved. One involvement is okay, give them beautiful tips. Other involvement is ensure that they do something with you. All right? So that means to say, please understand, my dear friends, as a manager, if you want to be a real achiever and an accomplisher, it is not enough if you actually stop when you are tired. You should actually stop only when the job is done. The marathon runners will not stop the moment their legs start shaking or starts paining or start giving up. No. They will stop only when they complete the destination. That is the goal. That is the difference between ordinary people and an extraordinary people. That is the major difference. Whether or not you can endure beyond your tiredness and then complete the job without minding whether or not you are tired. Can you bring that attitude? Then it is going to be a game changer for all of you. Do you all know about story of a frog which actually fell in the pail of milk? There is a milk. Someone has kept it. 2 frogs actually fall into it. 2 frogs fall into pail of milk. And the frog actually, both the frogs, start swimming, churning, and then one frog says, looks like this is not going to happen. I'm going to give up. The moment it gives up, it dies. Other frog, continues to actually churn the milk. It churns and churns and churns and churns and then converts the milk into butter. Butter becomes solid. It walks on the butter. Walks out on the butter. Life is always like that. Sometimes, we come so very close to success, but we will not accomplish success because that last thing that we need to do, that last step that we need to take, we will not take. That is something that is going to be a remarkable distinction between people who achieve and people who do not achieve. Ultimately, my dear friends, all of you are like ships, and ships are not meant to be in the harbor. You have to take risk. The person who risks nothing, does nothing, is nothing, will become nothing. All of you have taken risk to join NSB. What is the risk? Risk of time and risk of missing, sacrifice that you have to do as far as staying away from your families. But then let me tell you, irrespective of what it is, you have to sail. And when I say sail, one thing I want you to understand, your parents might have told you, your teachers might have told you, don't worry, problem is only till you complete your 10th. There won't be problem in 12th. But then you faced problems in 12th also. When you completed 12th, they said, you join engineering, medicine or some degree program, your problems are over. You will be happy. You come to college. College days are golden days. Then now you every day, morning, evening, exams. Problems. Problems did not go away. Even now I am telling you, here is a special announcement. Problems are part of life. They are going to be there with you always. Problems are like waves in the ocean. They keep coming. If it is not one problem, you will have 2 problems. And that is common for everyone. Just like waves are common for the ocean, problems are common in your life. What I am trying to say is that, can you go beyond this and achieve something extraordinary? That is extremely important. Amidst all these things, let me tell you about the second important thing, Bhako Dhyanaha, concentration. What do you mean by concentration? See, no ship is going to sink because of the water surrounding it. Do you think ship will sink because the water surrounds it? Ship will sink only when that water gets in. Do you all agree with me? Ship will sink only when the water gets in. That's what it is. You have so many problems, so many things along the way that should not get into you. Inside you should be like that crane, which actually sits as though it doesn't know anything and it's cool, calm, quiet. The moment it sees fishes, it grabs it like this. Concentration. So that is extremely important. And second important thing, let me tell you, you have to make sacrifices. When I say Gruhatyagi, it doesn't mean to say that you come out of the house. Yeah, you come out of the house and you sacrifice the comforts of the house and you sacrifice the love and affection of your parents, sitting next to you, patting you, encouraging you and all that. But at the same time, I would like to tell you one important thing. Nothing can be achieved in life without a sacrifice. I have not seen any great person achieving any great thing without making sacrifices. You have to make small sacrifices in order to achieve something big tomorrow. Eventually, finally, I'll tell you a small story and then close it. There's a small boy next to our house. Once in a while, he comes to my house to play carom. And then I play carom with him. because then I also get relaxation after going home. And then one day we were playing the carom, and then all first 3 games I won. And then I asked him, okay, it's already like 10:30, your parents will be waiting, why don't you go home? He said, no uncle, I'm not going. I asked him a question, why don't you go? Even if you play the 4th game, you're going to lose again. He said, no, I'm not going. I asked him why. Uncle, I am not going to go until I win. It is not over until I win. Look at his attitude. That should be the attitude of all of you. This game, this endeavor, this MBA program will not be over until all of you win. It is not over until you win. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. Sarvesham purnam bhavatu. Let there always be auspiciousness, completeness, health, happiness with you. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir, for your motivational words. He is a former president of NHRD and NIPM and has over 40 years of industry, teaching, and training experience. He is an outstanding HR professional in the country who has made pioneer contribution to the HR profession. He is exceptionally good in leadership training and establishing contemporary performance management systems in mid-size and large organizations. I take this privilege of inviting Professor D.R. Nagraj, sir, Board of Governors member, to address the new cohort.
Namaskara. First, let us all give a very big applause to Dr. Sridhar Murthy. Who has been the inspiration for whatever happens in NSB. We were 5 years back, we were in a small place in JP Nagar, but today you see the kind of institution he has built, the kind of dedication, the kind of commitment, the kind of leadership he provides is extraordinary. We are all very, very happy to be working along with him, and I am sure you will experience that as you get along for the next 2 years. Before I start, I would like to remind all of you, today is the Krishna Jayanti, Janmashtami. Vasudeva Sutam Daivam Kamsa Chanura Mardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. We say Lord Krishna is the greatest of the gods. But I don't know, friends, how many of you know that in the 156 years he lived, the kind of problems he faced in his life, you can't imagine. He had the privilege of seeing his real parents after about 20-21 years. He had not seen at all. He grew up as a cowboy in a small village. He had to face a lot of demons. Your life and my life is a symbolic of what Lord Krishna is going to tell us and show us. And we are very happy that we are meeting on a day on which he is born. It's a very, very auspicious day, and I'm sure it will help all of you to grow in the manner in which he has shown us. Second, it is also very important for us because we're celebrating the 75th Independence Day year. Just 2 days back it completed. And what a beautiful day it is. For some of us who were born before 1947, it was amazing for us because we had some glimpses of the 47 when we could see the India rejoicing the independence. Friends, as our Prime Minister said, next 25 years is going to be very defining moments for India, because that is where India is going to emerge really as a leader, I don't say economic leader, but it's going to emerge as a leader where other countries feel and think that we should follow what India is, what Mr. Modi is, what Indians are. We are trying to emerge ourselves best in all the fields possible. You can see in the last 25 years, the kind of growth we had, particularly in the last 8-10 years, the kind of growth we had in science, in technology, in agriculture, in human development, in economy. Everything, if you see, we have shown to the world what we are, what it should be. I am going to touch on 3 aspects which will be helpful to you. One is, let us remember our past. Normally, when we are moving ahead, we don't look at our past. But if you ask some of the athletes today who won the Commonwealth gold and silver and bronze, they said, 3 years back, I won the bronze, I wanted to win the silver. Secondly, I won silver and I wanted to win the gold. And today I have won the gold. Bronze converted into silver, silver converted into gold is what we expect from you. Your past might have been bronze or silver, but ensure that you are going to convert that into gold. As Dr. Murthy said, problems is a part of life. You may have health problems, you may have family problems, you may have financial problems. All these are a part of life. I'm sure all your parents would have gone through that, and in a very, very different manner. But please remember that unless you had done very well in the past, it is difficult for you to jump into future. Okay? If you had not done well in your BSc or in your SSLC and all, I don't think you would have been able to come to this MBA course. You would have stopped somewhere in between, started a business or something like that. Because you did well in the last your 8-10 years of your educational career, you have been able to achieve this and you have been able to get a seat, as it was informed. Out of 5,000 people, you were lucky to get one of the seats in MBA here in NSB. So now is the time for you to prepare for future. Past is past. A lot of struggles were there, a lot of competition was there, a lot of problems were there, but now you have to start preparing for future. I'll talk about the future a little later. Let me come to the present. Just beginning, starting today, okay? As it has been explained by Dr. Murthy, this 2 years is a process of transformation, okay? Bronze to become silver, silver to become gold is a transformation process. Here, you don't learn. Learning is not our interest. But you have to develop the capacity to analyze things. As a manager, Mr. Raghavaya was mentioning, as a manager, you have to think about the problems. If you see people across your society, your relations, your friends and all, you appreciate some of them because the way they analyze things, they clarify to you, no, what you are thinking is not correct. This is the way you must think. Okay? A lot of things happen in society, in financial transactions, in political transactions. Quite a lot of things happen. River management or floods, so many things. And different people interpret. People start blaming the government, people start blaming the corporation, people start blaming the people. But some people are intelligent, they're clever, they analyze things properly. One of the things education does help is how you become a good analyzer. If you look at all the big Adanis or Tatas or Reliance and all, how they become rich, how they become so big empire, were able to build big empires, because they were able to analyze things properly. They were able to understand. So when you become a manager, you have to be a good analyzer. What our faculty is going to tell through different topics and subjects, they tell you clearly what it is. If they teach something about finance, they'll tell you what is finance. If they tell you something about human resource management, they'll tell you how to manage people. If it is marketing, they'll tell you what is marketing, what is sales, what is logistics, they're going to tell you. Now you have to analyze it properly. When you get into your job, analysis is very, very important. That transformation process is what you are going to experience now. What you are going to get, or what you should acquire, friends, as Dr. Murthy said, we have a lot of people, our alumni, working in different industries across the world. And some of them, when we meet, we are so proud and happy, because they have been able to acquire the knowledge which is required and useful to a country which is outside India. I mean, amazing. If somebody works in a bank in Singapore, if somebody works in a bank in Switzerland, if somebody works in a bank or a logistics company in Dubai, we feel so very happy and proud that our boys have been able to contribute to those countries. That's the beauty of NSB. That is what we are going to help you. Second is, friends, you have to manage yourself properly. This is what NSB is going to tell you. Till now, you are helped by your parents, your uncles, your brothers, your sisters to manage yourself. You did not know how to even press a cloth or a shirt or a pant. Your brother helped you. Your sister helped you. Your parents helped you. You did not know what was a bank. You did not know what was a savings bank account. You did not know what was a post office. But somebody helped you to understand that. Friends, knowing is very, very important. To know, you must work hard. As Dr. Murthy said, gym means you have to work hard. This is the life gym. For you, it is a life gym. In a life gym, you have to work hard. If you want to be happy after 40, you will have to spend a lot of time and effort in these 20 years. Then you will have peace of mind. If you don't work hard, friends, you will have to work very hard between 40 and 80, which is very, very tough. Let me tell you that. Don't waste time in seeing films, spending time in WhatsApp, Root, whatever, something it is coming now, all these are waste of time. I don't justify that we need some entertainment. People did not have entertainment. If you go to Ajanta and Ellora, Buddhist monks carved so many caves, such a beautiful caves, working 24 hours. They had no entertainment. The entertainment they had was only carving. If you go to Belur, Halebid, if you go to Khajuraho, all the beautiful temples, and our Nataraja temple in Tamil Nadu, if you go and see them, friends, the best entertainment for them was only their work. Some youngsters today try to justify, sir, we are bored, we want to go to a film. All that is bunkum. The real happiness comes, enjoyment comes when you do your work. You ask your mother, when were you feeling very happy? Your mother tells, when I cooked for 25 people, I felt very happy. She feels happy when the food which she cooks enjoyed by the people. That is her karma bhumi. Kitchen is her karma bhumi. She did not say that when I saw Bahubali, I was very, very happy. When I heard this song, I felt very happy. For a singer, ask, what is your greatest happiness? When a young girl of 3 years was sitting and clapping, hearing my song, I felt very happy. Singing for her is happiness. So for you, friends, for next 20 years, achieving the knowledge, working to your fullest capacity, as Dr. Murthy said, don't ever feel that you are exhausted, you have lot of energy. You can use that. The greatest tragedy in India is that we don't use completely our energy, our talent. Now, friends, after these 2 years, which is going to be very interesting, very time consuming, and very tiring also, you will be converted. Raw material gets converted into finished product. Future is not what the past was. Okay? All new things are going to happen in the society, in technology, in food. Never imagine that 10 years back we'll have pizza as one of the main eating. We did not imagine Italian pasta is going to be replacing our idli and vada. Okay? We never imagined that mobile phones are going to replace our table phones. Things are going to change, and your mind should be getting ready for that, not for adjusting to change, but I will say one step further, you will have to be preparing to prepare the changes. You should be the authors of the change. You should be the people who will ensure that those changes happen. It is according to your capacity, your interest in whatever areas. The young boys and girls today, I saw in the 2 days back, that's for 7,000 rupees, they have prepared an electric scooter, 7,000 rupees. What is available in the market is about 1,00,000 rupees. But these two young boys have prepared a scooter for 7,000 rupees. Look at the imagination of these boys and girls. This is what you are supposed to do. Bring a lot of changes which will help people in the society. Be considerate to people all the time. As a manager, friends, you to be considerate to people. Your role is to be kind to people, help people as much as possible. Please see that your contribution enriches the country. Of course, it will enrich yourself, it is important. But last and not least important is, as Dr. Murthy said, friends, I always emphasize that never forget the contribution your parents have made. You have no idea how much sleepless nights your parents would have spent. Yesterday, I was with my daughter, who has a 5 years kid, was suffering from severe cough. 3 times they went to the doctor in a matter of 1 hour. Then the doctor said, you'll have to give nebulizer, pumping and all. Then I told my daughter, you don't know how much sleepless nights we have spent when you were young. Fortunately, we had a medical representative down our house below. So normally children get sick after 10 o'clock in the night. Some of you would have experienced that. So we had to run to that person and see what best we can do. We have spent sleepless nights. Your parents would have definitely spent a lot of sleepless nights in bringing you up. You have no idea. When your father says, don't spend money, you think your father is conjuice. Your mother says, don't eat outside, inside the house. My mother is not modern. But you don't realize the value they attach to you. Parents are gods for us. You don't see God in a temple, you see God in your house. When you start earning money, don't crib when your mother asks, give me 100 rupees. What happened? I gave you yesterday, you spent already? What foolish children we are. She never asked you when she gave you 50 rupees, you wanted for something, she never asked you. Your father did not ask you. Never forget the contribution your parents have made. When you start earning, willingly, lovingly, please go and give them the money. They will be very happy. But what they want is not the money. What they want is your love and affection. Behind that money, if you can show your love and affection. Education is waste if it does not teach you humanity and humility. So if you study MBA and after 2 years you become a manager and forget your parents, it is of no use. Munnabai MBBS, one son to perform the birthday of his father. Munnabai, how teaches him? That's not the way. Keep the contribution of your parents all the time in your heart and the contribution your teachers have made. They are the transformers of your life. We are so happy and proud when some of our alumni students come and talk to us so nicely, so beautifully. Sir, because of you we are here. We are so grateful to you. Friends, some of these lessons are very critical for you. We may not be able to repeat this after 2 years or before 2 years. Every word each one of us has spoken, please remember that in your mind. Keep your life always moving, 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 and be happy all the time. Namaskar. God bless you all.
Thank you, sir, for your address. Thank you is the best prayer that anyone could say. Thank you expresses extreme gratitude, humility, and understanding. I request Ms. Maheshwari, Chief Admission Officer of NSB Academy, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, NSB team, parents, and my dear students, very good afternoon. It is my privilege to propose vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of those who worked really hard to make this event possible. With lot of gratitude and respect, I thank our beloved Chairman, Board of Governors, Professor K.V. Raghavaiah sir, for enlightening us with his commendable speech. Thank you, sir. I express profound thanks to member, Board of Governors, Professor D.R. Nagraj sir, for his presence and words of encouragement. Thank you, sir. I also want to extend thanks to our respected President, Professor Dr. S.R. Sridharamurthy sir, who graced this occasion with his presence, guidance, and encouragement to all our efforts. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank Professor Y.P. Rao sir for inspiring and motivating the new cohort. Thank you, sir. I thank Professor B.S. Prakash sir for his constant guidance and gracious presence during this inaugural ceremony. Thank you, sir. I also want to extend thanks to Director Dr. P. Ganeshan sir and Dean Academics Dr. Nandish V. Hiremat sir for their continuous support and guidance. My sincere thanks goes to my colleagues from Academics Department, Admissions Department, Establishment Department, Corporate Relations Department, and Finance Department for their contribution in making this program a grand success. Our sincere gratitude goes to all the parents and the students who participated from across India for gracing this occasion. Thank you so much. Once again, I thank everyone for making this program successful and memorable. Thank you so much.